found this movie. I'm not sure what was my source. Probably my Hungarian friends suggested it to me. It would be, it should be in some proper YouTube reviewer, because The Witch's Cave original title is, pardon my Russian, Podzmeje Vedma. IMDb, you can find it. From, if you are looking for it in YouTube, the only thing I found is a trailer for it, and you specifically have to search for The Witch's Cave 1989 and not 1990, what the IMDb says, because otherwise it will just bring up the witches, you know, that famous kids movie. So what is this? Well, I find it annoying for certain aspect. This is one of those Twilight Zone-esque plots where, you know, there is an ending twist, but old, or maybe it still lives this trend that the twist exists, but it no longer matters, because the thing that's the twist is no longer in effect. It's like a machine that is already broken and does not function and cannot be repaired because alien advanced technology, or it's an alien doing something, but it's already passed away, or just abandoned the planet, or, you know, that kind of stuff. It annoys me to no end, but that's not the worst thing that annoys me. So the movie starts with The Witch's Cave. That's the title, but it starts like Star Wars. But you see the top of the spaceship, not the bottom of it. It's hilariously effective, because it's a sci-fi. Obviously, weighted fantasy. So there are these so there are the humans or scientists, whatnot, and they find this planet which has also have humans in Stone Age circumstances, with pterodactyls and stuff, you know, allegedly, because we have to consider the budgets and technical limitations. But yeah, so it's a mixed history of the planet, millions of years crumbled in the current year. Somehow it's not a question that that's human and Earth's evolution. So I guess in this universe, every planet has humans and same evolution. It's just you know, at different stages, and our protagonists are the most advanced humankind, allegedly. That's fine, and then it's kind of working on Star Trek logic. You know, they have the first directive: do not interfere with the culture, definitely do not give them weapons, and that kind of stuff. So obviously we have Captain Kirk, but not Captain Kirk, because this one is a how do you call it, who rejects violence, you know, pacifist, yeah, that one. So he tries to, I don't know why he's interfering, maybe he tries to build the ultimate peaceful society or whatever. He dies at the 15 minutes mark, so it doesn't matter. The movie feels like a movie. It's only 80 minutes. It's not like today's 2.5 hours, but it has a wall, you know. I could complain that they are walking up and down, getting rescued, getting captured again, and so on and so forth. But that's come with the adventure movie territory, so it's it's kind of understandable. It's not Lord of the Rings, but whatever. Thing is, there is the reason the humans send their investigator, because the Stone Age people have metal weapons. As said, I would be more interested why they have dinosaurs and Viking warriors amongst them, but sure, whatever. Sure, the important thing is the metal weapons. And there is this warlord who is just, I don't know, uniting everything or just conquering everything, or I don't know what his ultimate goal is. The movie is pretty vague about it. Either way. So, our people have force fields and laser guns or phasers or whatever you want to call it. Very obviously ripping off Star Trek in a sense, to some merit. And they have a council with this warlord, and they fuck up big time. So they are sitting under the force field with the warlord, but that doesn't matter, and they cook a meal for the cohort of the warlord, because that's local custom, and without that it means war. That's absolutely war, and that's what they want to avoid. Now the problem is they don't have a remote right at their hand. They don't close the force field in 1 second. Now they have to call up the spaceship, then or the base of theirs, wherever. So it's a huge delay. So every soldier outside just rushes in and kills everybody and steals their stuff. Of course, our protagonist survives, yada yada yada. But how can you be that incompetent that this can happen? That annoyed me to no end, and I started to look for the synopsis or review of this, and I didn't find it. That annoyed me. But seriously, the production quality and the overall adventure is Woodworth's proper 25-minute review from someone who can, make proper editing and not just moi. At the end, okay, spoiler here. If you don't care about the spoiler, continue watching. If you care and would try to look this up, turn off the video and it. Now, so there are 3 witches that the warlord is working with, or 4. Turns out they are robots who give the metal weapons to the warlord, and they were all made by some alien dude who was obviously a human, who was killed by the warlord. I don't know how this works, how the witches keep doing their stuff. Now, the whole thing of this movie is that the Prime Directive obviously exists for a reason, and you don't try to give weapons to tribes, because the peaceful tribe and the scientists were considering to giving the peaceful tribes weapons to be able to defend themselves. But this case with the warlord, who knows what he was before, maybe some peaceful guy, proves that giving weapons, no matter what, is a bad idea. So it's not high art, this thing. This is an adventure movie with a sci-fi twist that's pretty inconsequential. But the costumes and the production quality is there. This would be a movie that would worth a real review, but you only have me, so